Terra Classic is doing absolutely amazing today. Can it continue this momentum into the next trading week? Let's hope so. What's up, guys? I'm Zach Friesen from Finance Bro here. Today, we're going to be talking about Terra Classic and all of the most recent news coming out on it. So if you guys want to hear about all that, go ahead and stick around till the end of the video and make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. But anyways, here we are with Terra Classic. We can see Terra Classic is up about 8% on the day. It's doing 9% better than Bitcoin, 8% better than Ethereum. We are absolutely kind of surprised by this price movement from Terra Luna, but the Terra Luna Classic. But this is going to be a very good sign for Terra Classic, is that we can beat the market. This is something that SHIB used to do back in the day, back before they would have their big increases in prices. But yeah, in this video, we're going to be talking about a burn proposal. We're also going to be talking about its neutral rating that it got, and then we're also going to be talking about whether or not it's going to be better than Shiba Inu and then also Terra Luna. So we're going to be going over all that in today's video. Make sure you guys stick around to the end of the video. It's going to be jam-packed with a ton of information for you guys. But yeah, in terms of market cap, they're currently sitting at 475 million. Their volume is sitting at about 180 million, which is up 19% over the past 24 hours. And then if you look at historical data, it looks like we've pretty much leveled out here at about the $200 million volume range. If we're above $150 million for the next 3 or 4 days, we could definitely see some pretty big increases in prices from about 20 to 30%. So very solid to see there. It looks like a lot of buying pressure from Terra Luna or Terra Classic holders. So yeah, we're looking pretty good in terms of price. But anyways, let's talk about some recent news with Terra Classic. There is a proposal to burn about 35% of transaction fees, and that has 93% support. So a lot of people got a bit confused on this 35% transaction fees burn proposal because they kind of got it confused with the 1.2% burn proposal that just got passed with an 80% vote about 3 or 4 days ago. And obviously they're like, wow, that's like a massive increase. If I just transact one time, I'm going to lose 35% of my money. And that's actually not the case. So the difference between the old burn proposal, which was about a 1.2% tax, as you can see here, basically there was a burn mechanism that on each buy and sell transaction there would be a 1.2% tax, and then it would stop at about 10 billion Lunc. Well, this new proposal is going to be targeting transaction fees on the native chain. So the old one would work on exchanges. So say you transact with Lunc on an exchange such as Binance, it would burn about 1.2% of Lunc. However, with this new proposal, it would only be burning the on-chain governance. So say something is transacted on-chain, it would burn about 50% of the fee from the chain, and it would burn about 35% actually. 10% would be airdropped to developers, and then 5% to Terra Classic development to basically develop the coin and maybe get a metaverse going, get a few different things going. So yeah, basically a lot of people got confused there in yesterday's comment section, and I understand why. But the transactions would be, the 1.2% would be on all transactions, the 50% would be on just transaction fees. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me know in the comment section if you are still confused. But anyways, what's next for neutral rated Terra Classic? And you can see that Investors Observer gave a neutral rating to Lunc or Terra Classic on Sunday. The coin is down about 5%. This was this morning, to the 67 area, while the broader crypto market is down 5%. And then over the last 5 days, Terra Classic has earned a neutral rating on the Investor Observer sentiment score. The sentiment score measures the performance of Terra Classic over the past 5 days by volume and price movement. The sentiment score provides a quick short-term look at the crypto's recent performance. This can be useful for both short-term investors looking to ride a rally and longer-term investors to buy the dip. Terra Classic is currently trading near its midpoint for the past 5 days. The coin is 23% off its 5-day high and 54% higher than its 5-day low because it had that big recovery. Terra Classic price is trading near support, with the support set at around the 65 area and the resistance at the 75 area. So that's actually the supports and resistance I set as well. If we can get above that 75 resistance today or tomorrow, we could see about 10 to 20% in gains with that upside. So a lot of upside with Terra Classic right now, as we are not really really close to the support, and we are much closer to that resistance and breaking above that. But yeah, it has been trading on low volume recently, but as soon as we break that resistance, I'm assuming that volume will come back. But anyways, let's talk about SHIB Inu versus Terra Classic and Terra Luna. So a lot of you guys are going to be SHIB Inu investors from our original videos we made on this channel. A lot of you guys subscribed for SHIB Inu videos. Well, now we're kind of going more into the Terra Classic videos. We still make SHIB Inu videos every once in a while, but which one do we think is best? That's what we're going to be talking about at this part of the video. And let's just talk about what everyone, or basically the situations of these different coins. So here's the case for SHIB Inu. I'm not going to be going over what they say. I'm pretty much just going to go over what I think. SHIB Inu has Shibarium coming up, which is going to be their layer 2 Ethereum blockchain. They have games coming up with Playside Studios. They're going to have Shiba Swap 2.0 coming out. They have a burn portal now, and they have a bunch of different things that are kind of being built to get SHIB Inu's price to 1 cent. However, the one thing is that SHIB Inu's market cap is currently at about $5 billion. Now, if we look at Terra Classic's market cap, it's at $500 million, which is 1/10 of $5 billion. So in order for SHIB Inu to get a move to 1 cent, they will need a ton of burns. It's basically much harder for SHIB Inu to get to 1 cent. But that's kind of the benefits of SHIB, is that they have a great system around them. And then the negatives is that they already have a pretty high market cap, so it's going to take more money in order to get as many gains. But then Terra Classic, the case for Terra Classic is that Do Kwon is actually out of it now. You might say, oh, just because one left doesn't mean it's going to be good. But now it's pretty much going to be a community-run coin, very similar to SHIB Inu. And the community is already off and running, trying to get these burn proposals passed. And if they are passed, a path to 1 cent or $1 is much more likely than SHIB Inu. And you can see here with that market cap of 500 million, it would be much easier to get that up, especially with the burn proposals in place. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking at. I kind of just wanted to go over that really quickly. But anyways, let's take a look at the the technicals. You can see here that we basically have a resistance here at the 75 level, like they said in that article that we just looked at. And then we're also going to have a resistance at about the 65 level, or sorry, support at the 65 level. Whichever one we break first is going to indicate whether we're going bullish or bearish. Personally, I think we're going to break this resistance at 75 and then make it all the way up to anywhere from the 80 area all the way to the 90 area, just depending on how much volume comes back. And you can see over the past couple of hours, the volume is starting to come back, and we're trending up on the MACD. So we're looking pretty good with Lunc. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for today. Make sure you guys get your free stock with the first link in the description. Get signed up to our free section of our private Discord at the second link in the description. My name is Zach, and I hope to see you in the next video.